Amin Kirmani here, folks, and welcome back to another video. There are a lot of situations in life in which you want to say, I want to do something, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, I want to buy a car, I want to grow, I want to immigrate to another country, I want to do this or that. In this video, I'll be teaching you 6 grammatical structures that you can use to avoid repeating I want or I want to do something. So stay with me. The first grammatical structure that you can use instead of I want is I would like to do something. I would like to do something. Let me give you an example. I would like to buy a better car, which means I want to buy a better car. I would like to learn more about you, which means I want to learn more about you. The second grammatical structure that you can use in place of I want is I have it in mind to do something. I have it in mind to do something, which means there is something that I want to do. One example, I have it in mind to learn a foreign language. I have it in mind to learn a foreign language. I have it in mind to ask you a personal question. I have it in mind to ask you a personal question, which means I want to ask you a personal question. I would like to ask you a personal question. Alright, the third grammatical structure that you can use instead of I want to do something is I'm aiming to do something. I'm aiming to do something. I'm aiming to ask you a question about your job. I'm aiming to ask you a question about your job, which means I want to ask you a question about your job. She's aiming to get a divorce, which means she would like to get a divorce, or she wants to get a divorce. Alright, now we're getting to the fourth grammatical structure that you can use in place of I want to do something to avoid repeating this grammatical structure, which is I'm planning to do something. I'm planning to do something. One example, she's planning to get married this July. She's planning to get married this July, which means she would like to get married this July. She wants to get married this July. She's aiming to get married this July. Or she has it in mind to get married this July. One more example. They're planning to adopt a child. They're planning to adopt a child, which means they want to adopt a child. They have it in mind to adopt a child. Alright, let's move on to the fifth grammatical structure that you can use instead of I want to do something, which is I'm intending to do something. I'm intending to do something. She's intending to improve her English within the following years. She's intending to improve her English within the following years, which means she would like to, she wants to, she has it in mind to improve her English within the following weeks or days or years or whatever. Another example, are you intending to participate in this program? Are you intending to participate in this program? Which means, would you like to participate in this program, or do you want to participate in this program? Do you have it in mind to participate in this program? And finally, the sixth grammatical structure that you can use instead of I want to do something, which is I'm considering doing something. I'm considering doing something. One example. These days, most married couples are considering getting a divorce. These days, most married couples are considering getting a divorce, which means most married couples have it in mind to get a divorce, or would like to get a divorce, or want to get a divorce, or are aiming or planning to get a divorce. One more example. Are you considering leaving your job? Are you considering leaving your job? Which means, do you want to leave your job? Do you have it in mind to leave your job? Are you planning to leave your job? Are you aiming to leave your job? Do you have it in mind to leave your job? So instead of repeating I want to do something, you can use these 6 grammatical structures to give color to your speech and speak at a more advanced level. Now what I want you to do is make some sentences using these 6 grammatical structures that I taught you that you can use instead of I want to. And comment all those examples and sentences below. I'll be back soon.